What's up, words? How you guys doing? Today we're going to talk about people that are diabetics. I get a lot of clients, and I have a lot of clients as well with type 1, type 2, and pre-diabetics. There's a lot of people out there walking around, they don't even know that they're pre-diabetics, but the symptoms are there. They feel tired, lazier, they eat a meal, then they feel even more lethargic. They feel like too stuffed, too like just they don't want to do nothing. All those are signs. They get up and they feel dizzy. Those are signs. Their sugar levels is low. Their blood pressure. A lot of health issues that we create is through eating, the way we eat. So, for a lot of people that hit me up, hey man, I'm type 2 diabetic. Could I still do the program, or could I build muscle? I'm like, absolutely, yes, absolutely. Because people don't understand that, a lot of it, is reversible. A lot of, if you're pre-diabetic, that's reversible. Type 2 diabetics, I've been proving it here on my program that we're able to reverse that, and where you don't have to be taking metformin no more. A lot of people that come in here, they're shooting insulin already. They're at the beginning stages of shooting insulin, but they haven't been restricted yet. So they're taking medication, but they still don't know and don't understand that you have to eat a certain food now. Like, you cannot be playing around no more. I had clients that came in. I'm like, well, how's your nutrition? What have you been doing about it? Because obviously you already know you're type 2 diabetics and type 2 diabetic, and you're shooting insulin. So he's like, well, I don't know. I just try to eat as clean as possible. But then, my friend had told me that, oh, you're shooting insulin and you're having a powdered donut and just a lot of junk still. Like, nah, man, you're pretty much going against the grain. And I'm like, well, why would you do that to yourself? Obviously, if they haven't restricted you from carbs, doesn't mean that you could just, now it's not about just eating any type of carbs. Now it's just about focusing on the quality of carbs, because there's processed carbs, carbs that, they're sugary, like cereal, in the box, that comes packaged already, which is, it could be already, mashed potatoes, people, that's already processed. There's a lot of, chips, all kinds of just junk, processed carbs, carbohydrates, which is chips and, stuff that it's in the box or bag. So, you can't eat that no more. So now it's not about, oh, like they heard me say, well, you said, a carb is a carb. Yeah, absolutely. When you don't have no issues, obviously that's where we will start, tapering off. And then to a certain point, we're going to get to a level where, like, okay, now it's about, looking for a quality of carbs, which is, something that's going to be, beneficial, healthier. You're going to feel better. You're going to have a better digestion. A lot of people, that's how you start noticing, how your body works. A lot of my clients, they're like, damn, Guerrero, like, I had to switch all that. I don't have cereal no more. No, no sugary carbs, no processed carbs. I've been sticking to vegetables, greens. Greens, that's a carbohydrate as well. A lot of vegetables, some fruit, not a lot of fruit. That's carbs. But that's not starchy carbs, which, sweet potato, potatoes, regular potatoes, you'll put them in the oven or boil them. Those are healthy carbs, complex carbs that are going to help you. And they start feeling a lot better. It's a big difference. So what I tell my clients that come in that are pre-diabetic and that they still haven't been restricted from carbs, we just have to know, how much. It's not about consuming too much carbs no more, because you pretty much shut down your insulin. Your insulin is one of the most strongest hormones in the human body. So, when you eat carbs, that's what it does. It should shuttle all the protein where it needs to go, and the carbs that store as muscular glycogen. But when you just overconsume carbs like there's no tomorrow, you pretty much deplete that. Now it just doesn't move no more. It just sits in the bloodstream. So that's why these people are getting these highs and lows, and they eat this meal and then they feel lazier and they don't want to do nothing. They feel sleepy. all those are signs that, hey, you got to check yourself. And like I said, the doctors are only going to tell you, hey, you know what, you got yourself there, so now you got to eat better and you got to, exercise. All that's going to help that. All that is going to, a lot of times we're able to fucking curb all those health issues that we create by how we eat, which that's one of the first signs that I get, and messages that I get from my clients were like, damn, Guerrero, I went and got my blood check, again. And the doctor's just, he's surprised that all my sugar levels back to normal, my blood pressure, my cholesterol, all those markers will start, subsiding, and we will start getting it under control. And like I said, that's one of the first signs. That's one of the first, the first things you're going to notice when you start taking care of yourself in a manner, in the respectful manner that you should, eating better, exercising every day to, fight back, like a lot of people, they just don't want to fight back. They let themselves go. Like, after they just diagnose you, or they tell you, hey, you know what, this is what you have, and you got to do something about it. You got to get a nutritionist, or a trainer that's going to help you, but nobody does it. Laziness, they think it's hard. They think it's difficult. A lot of people will try to do it on their own, or they'll come in and they'll be like, damn, girl, I did this, and, it kind of helped me. I lost some weight, but I know I'm not there yet, so I know I'm missing something. And absolutely, they are missing a lot, because it's a guessing game. It's what they're doing. They're guesstimating, they're just assuming that they're eating somewhat healthy. And, it's a lot of times when I go through their, their nutrition or what they've been doing, they're just backwards, over consuming too much carbs, you already shouldn't even be playing around with a lot of carbs, due to your, to your health. So, like I said, carbs, they're not bad, but we just, everything in moderation. And that's that's what it's all about, portion control. That's why I tell people, this is how I'm going to structure your meals. This is how you have to eat. Obviously, a lot of times people, they're restricted from carbs. So then that's when we'll go towards, which is greens, greens, more vegetables, with your meats or your protein. Protein you have to have. So, that's just another option that we, another route that we take, because obviously you can't have no starchy carbs yet. A lot of times you just, the doctor told you that, you're too far in. You got to get it under control. Make sure that, you strengthen your, your insulin again, so it could, you could get it working again towards helping you instead of hurting you. So that's possible. Like I said, we done it here. And it's amazing. I did a lot of research studies, and like I said, I helped a lot of people with that, because all those health issues that we have, we created it by how we eat, straight up. That's just a fact. There is no where people's like, oh, that I'm genetic, or my family, they suffer from that, or diabetic runs in my family. Nah, man. The thing about it is that that's just a cop out. It's an excuse, because you could do something about it. You don't have to go that route. So obviously, if you know that, you should be more aware. You should be able to be more cautious on what you're doing, because if that's so common in your bloodline and your family, then why would you even just let it be? You have to do something about it. Wake up and realize, and start taking care of yourself a lot earlier, so you won't get yourself in that mess. Obviously, you're being warned. So you should take that as a warning already. Like, okay, well, shit, that runs in my family. I got to check myself. I got to, really fucking pay attention to what I'm doing, what I'm eating, make sure I'm staying on point, make sure I'm working out, making sure that, I won't do nothing that's gonna, cause me to, fall into, what, my family has been suffering with for the past years, and just, it keeps going on and on and on. It's like that cycle never gets broken. So somebody has to put a stop to that, and it has to be you. It has to be you. You got to wake up and realize what we're doing to ourselves, and check yourself on that, because like I said, 80% of the result is nutrition, of how you feel, how you look. If you want to change the way you look, nutrition. If you want to change, and feel better and look better, it's going to be nutrition. Workouts are secondary, like I said, because going for walks, keeping yourself busy, being, people that have a lot of activity or high activity level throughout the day, whether it's in their job, if you eat good, you're going to feel amazing. You're going to feel amazing, and you're going to just have more confidence, more energy throughout the day, instead of dragging ass throughout the whole day because you're just over consuming on junk. So we got to get that under control. Like I said, a lot of it is reversible. It's up to you. It's always a choice. Let's run it.